Good morning, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. This is Irene. I am headed to the market. It's another market day. I am excited to take you with me as I go to the market. All the supplies are low in my house. I'm going to be going to the Highridge Farmers Market. You guys know where I go. And I'm going to take you along with me. It's very hot. It's been a very hot season. We've been having a heat wave. So I don't know how the prices will be. You know, when it's hot, farm product usually becomes a bit more expensive. Let's see how the prices are going to be. The Highridge Farmers Market happens every Tuesday and every Friday. Let me take you along with me and let's see how that goes. So I'm just going to take you over what I was able to buy in the market. Over here I have peanuts. I bought the small red peanuts. These ones were going for 200 a kg. I bought this. I also bought some cashew nuts, the broken cashew nuts. I like buying broken cashew nuts because normally they are cheaper, and when I use them, I usually anyway break them into smaller pieces, so I don't mind. This is 300 bob for half a kg of broken cashew nuts. Here I got tree tomato. I believe I bought this for 120 per kg. This is 1 kg of tree tomato. Over here I have my tomatoes. These are my overripe tomatoes. I'm going to use this to make tomato paste. As you can see, they are very overripe. Some are cracked and all that, so I'll just clean them nicely and use them to make tomato paste. Over here I have green bananas, matoke. These ones were going for 100 bob. They were selling like a dozen of them for 100 bob. Of course, nilijitetea, I was ongezewad a few, so that's a dozen of them. So these are about 14 pieces that I bought for 100 bob. Over here I have mishiri, French beans. These were going for a kg 80 shillings. I bought a kg for 80 shillings. These are 2 heads of cabbages. Each of these cabbage was 30 shillings. So I spent 60 shillings on the 2 heads of cabbage. Over here I have limes. I paid 60 bob for half a kg of limes. I hope you can see that. That's half a kg. I took the yellow ones. I usually like the yellow ones because they tend to have more juice than the really dark small ones, so I prefer to take the bigger yellow ones. I bought apples. These apples, I bought 9 of them, 9 pieces of apples for 200 shillings. Yeah. These are semi-ripe green bananas. I bought a dozen bananas. I think she put for me 14 bananas for 100 shillings. These days I find bananas very expensive. I can never find them for the usual price of 3 for 20 bob. So these are 100 shillings. Here I have 1.5 kgs of cucumbers. A kg of cucumbers was going for 80 shillings. So I bought 1.5 kgs. That was what? 120 shillings. Here I have a big bunch of courgettes. The courgettes were going for, I think, 70 shillings a kg. So I bought 2 kgs and this is 140 bob. I have half a watermelon here. This watermelon was going for 50 bob per kg. So I bought, it was, I think, 1.5 kgs. Or was it 3 kgs? Anyway, the whole melon costed me 140 bob. It was just under 3 kgs, I believe it was. These are grapes. I bought these grapes at 200 shillings per punnet. So I just bought 1 punnet for 200 bob. These are carrots. The carrots weren't the freshest. I bought these carrots for 50 bob a kg. I bought 4 kgs of carrots and that was 200 bob. This over here, I have some avocados. I bought these avocados for, he put for me 5 pieces of avocado for 100 shillings. Here I have okra. This is half a kg of okra. I bought this half kg of okra for 60 bob. So a kg was going for 120. Over here I have ginger. You guys know I use a lot of ginger. This ginger is always 100 shillings per kg. So this is 1 kg of ginger. Back here, let's start with the red cabbage. I hope you can see. These are 3 heads of red cabbage. 1, 2, 3. The 3 heads of red cabbage, I bought each head for 30 shillings. I really love red cabbage. Here I have some broccoli. This broccoli is not the freshest. Over here I have some heads of broccoli. This broccoli was going for a kg 100 shillings. That I think was a good deal, but it's probably because they're not the freshest. So I got quite a number of heads and I paid 100 bob for that. I bought cauliflower over here, just 1 head of cauliflower. Cauliflower usually gets very expensive in the market, so I bought this cauliflower for 100 bob. Over here I have my indulgence. I really love plantains, and these plantains were going for 250 per dozen. Well, she put for me about 14 or 15 pieces and 250 bob. Yeah, I like these ones. I feel like these smaller ones tend not to have as much sap as the bigger ones. Over here I have some garlic. I usually buy this garlic where they've already removed the peel. This is half a kg of garlic. I paid 100 bob for half a kg. 1 kg goes for 200 bob. I just bought half a kg. Here I have onions. These onions, I like them. They look very nice. These onions were going for 80 bob per kg. I bought 3 kgs for 240 bob. Over here I have soft green maize. This maize, the whole bunch of green maize I bought for 200 bob. It's quite a number of pieces. This is a seller I buy from a lot. She sells for me 5 of them for 100 bob, and then she ongezad like 3. So these are like maybe 13 or 14 pieces of soft green maize. We'll just boil that and it will be eaten as a snack. We have already boiled our githeri. We have enough githeri. Here I have some minji. I bought from 2 different sellers. I bought, this should be what we call in Kikuyu, sorry. This is what we call in Kikuyu, gekodoro, minji ya gekodoro. This is what we use for stews. There's another minji that is sweet, that is preferred by Indians in that market. I think, I don't know, it's not the very best for using in stews, so I like this one. I bought 250 per kg, so 2 kgs of minji, that's 500 bob, and that will take us for a good long while. Over here I have leeks. I don't know if you can see that very well. Those are leeks. I bought those leeks for 50 bob. Yeah, I think it was half a kg. A kg of leeks was going for 100, so I just bought half a kg. Over here I have a big bunch of dania. parsley. They were going for 3 heads for 50 bob, so that whole bunch was 50 bob. Over here I have 3 different vegetables. I have over here spring onions, 3 bunches for 50 bob. I have some basil over here. This will come in handy when I'm making my tomato paste. That was also 3 bunches for 50 bob. And then I have some curry leaves over here. The curry leaves, I just bought a 20 bob bunch. I don't need a lot of that. I'm still yet to figure how best to store curry leaves. Over here I have my regular tomatoes. These are semi-ripe tomatoes. You saw those other ones were very ripe. I'll use them for tomato paste, but these ones are my regular tomatoes. I'm just going to let these ones ripen and then store them. These ones were going also for 40 bob a kg, so I bought maybe 4 kgs for 200 bob, or 5 kgs, 4 or 5 kgs for 200 bob. The other ones, the overripe were 20 bob per kg. These ones were 40 bob per kg. And over here I have potatoes. Potatoes were going for 50 bob. I bought 250 shillings worth, so that was 5 kgs of potatoes. Thank you guys for joining me for that market haul video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Today there was quite a bit of traffic going to the market, but well, I managed. I also passed through somewhere else. I was buying some other things. The prices in the market were pretty decent. I thought the prices were really good because I expected, with how hot it has been, for prices to be really up, but I found a good variety of things and the prices were really good. There are a lot of things that I wanted but I couldn't get. The mushrooms were looking amazing. Cereals were looking so good. You know, yeah, there's always next time to buy those things. So thank you. I hope you learned something. As I said, I usually go to the Highridge Market. It's at Parklands, right opposite where we used to have Nakumatt Highridge, next to Diamond Plaza. The market happens every Tuesday and every Friday from very early in the morning to about 1 o'clock thereabout. I understand the sellers do come on Sunday, but it's not as good or as packed as these other days. So if you have some time, go to the market. You will save yourself some good amount of money and you will get very good fresh produce. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave us a comment down below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.